God has given us in 1500 the printing press. And because of them putting the Bible on first, people learned to read by reading the Bible. And that's what spread the Great Reformation. We have, instead of the Gutenberg press, the Googleberg press. We have Google today. This is an amazing tool called the internet. And of course, Google is one part of it. And as we think about the internet, it's a gift from God. And the Lord showed us in YWAM in 1970, I don't want you to curse the new technology. I want you to use it as a gift from me. And so we've done that. We started with video in 1970, and that was brand new. It came out in the 60s in Hollywood, and it was, Lord, this is a lot of money. You know, this is a lot of equipment. This is a lot of technology. And the Lord, I said, can you supply that for us? He gave me the verse just right to my mind. Isaiah 45, verse 14. I was in the Revised Standard Version. And it says, the wealth of Egypt, the merchandise of Ethiopia, that's money and equipment, and men of stature will come over to you. That's the technicians. And our first technician was from NASA. And he's such a wonderful brother. And he came in and said, God's shown me I'm to serve you. And so he helped us technologically. This is something that God has given us blessings as we've stepped forward. Email, it just fit missions perfectly because you didn't have to know where someone was and you didn't have to think, is it night or day or whatever. But you just put it out there on the internet. And then he showed us that we were to do video conferencing. Now this was, again, a new thing. And we're talking now in the 90s. And when you realize in 1993, there were only 63 websites in the world. I met one of the scientists from the laboratories there in Geneva that created the website. And he was telling me about the beginnings. He was a Christian. And so we began to launch video conferencing when we just had to put a screen on the wall and use an old computer and something new, just a test case deal from Sony. And today we connect hundreds of YWAM locations around the world at the same time. I know my wife recently spoke to 205 bases the same time, live, interactive. Of course, she couldn't interact with all 205, but I'd done 149 just before and so on. So it's now becoming connectivity. I know we're going to have holograms soon. We're going to have other things. We need to use it all for the glory of God, for the teaching of His Word, for the extension of the gospel.